Hi there, this is Mary Davis, and this is my presentation for the Rasmussen College Leadership Academy Action Plan. Alright, so to start my strengths and strategies, the strengths I received for the assessment that we all took were deliberative, intellection, input, learner, and achiever. Deliberative and achiever were in the executing categories, and intellection, input, and learner were in the strategic thinking categories. My strategies for the executing strengths are by making things happen through visualizing an idea and making it a reality. My strategic thinking strengths, I plan to think for the future and analyze situations to create the most successful path in my career. The domain I chose was my place of work, which is Ross Stores. I started as an SPS in the loss prevention department. If you're not familiar with the Ross Stores LP program, it is hands-off. We do not apprehend anytime that there's a situation of external theft. What we do is we call a phone number it's a group of investigative people, and they call themselves RISK. And what they do is they pull the video footage that we give them based off of a series of information that we are required to provide, and they look at the footage and determine whether or not that they would like to go forth and contact law enforcement and create a charge against the suspects. My goal is to become an area loss prevention manager because I'm planning to receive my bachelor's degree for criminal justice, and if I choose to continue with Ross as my career path, that would most appeal to my degree, which is criminal justice. So I started as an SPS. I recently got promoted to area supervisor, but in order to become an ALPM, I would have to get promoted again to assistant store manager and then store manager, and then become an ALPM. So to accomplish the goal, I have already begun utilizing my execution strengths by working on implementing a risk call form and submitting it to corporate to help simplify the risk calls, because a lot of SPS, they have complained to me that risk won't take their calls because they have provided a lack of information. So the point of these forms is to make it so that managers can print these out, give them to their SPS whenever external theft happens, and then the SPS already knows what information that they need to provide, so they can go and gather it and then make the phone call. In addition to that, they can also file it. So say someone stole something at midnight, right as you closed, and then the next morning the SPS probably needs to know that information just in case they find something the next day, and then they can say, oh, there was a risk call that was made last night, so I know that this is probably why I found this. It's probably from that incident. My strategic thinking skills, I plan to partner with current SPS to review trends, ask questions about effective and ineffective strategies, and encourage SPS results to build a stronger team, because right now our shrink at my store is horrible. So I hope that I can use these strengths to help build that team. As far as meeting my followers' needs, I plan to utilize my executing strengths by asking SPS and other associates about their thoughts on ways to improve the LP program, planning rewards for months that shrink decreases to motivate SPS and associates. I plan to use my strategic thinking skills to observe and communicate trial and error with what does and does not motivate SPS and associates. One thing that I can already tell you is that they do not reward SPS and associates whenever shrink does decrease. So I hope that I can get with my store manager about that and help to improve that. So maybe we can throw a party whenever shrink does decrease, so that way we can encourage, those good behaviors. And that was all I had. So thanks for watching.